It's Mineiro time. It's time for the second round of the Copa Libertadores knockout stages. Here's to the quarterfinals, eh? Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 46 of Going Intercontinental here with Newell's Old Boys. As you will know, we are into the second round of the Copa Libertadores and we are in a two-legged tie against Atletico Mineiro, formerly the owners of Ricardo Graça, which is an interesting point to make out in this video. As you guys will know, we've just finished up our transfer business for the foreseeable future. Obviously, we do have a fair bit of time left where we still have business to do. So we still have the transfer window open for at least another 6 weeks or so, I think it is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we've still got a bit of time to make some changes. And I think we probably need them as well, to be fair. So we've got a little bit of work to do. I've just noticed that some players need to be registered, not for the Libertadores, but for the league. Obviously, we did our league setup for. Oh, sorry, we did our Copa Sudamericana, Copa Libertadores setup. Jesus Christ, David, come on, sort yourself out. We did that before anyway. So the likes of the Castros and people that I referred to in the last episode aren't going to be in this side because we obviously already had our squad set up. So they will not be playing. In terms of the team for this one, do need to quickly change this around. There we go, it's a bit better. We do have Batalla in goal. We've got Ferroni, Graça, Aguilar and Nadal in the back four, as you would come to expect. We've got Nora and Belmonte in the centre of the park. We then have Aguirre, Bottlemore and Fernandez in support of Varela up top. It's a team at least I have come to know and love. Whether you guys have is a completely different question. As you can see, we've got plenty of depth on the bench that we can bring on if we need to, which is always nice to have. And we are away from home in the first leg, so hopefully we can get a decent-ish result on this one. Mineiro are the favourites, so we are in for a difficult tie. We have matched the board's club vision, so we did need to get to the second round. We've got to the second round. So we've done our job up until now. It would be really, really nice, though, if we can carry on from the previous form we had in the Copa Libertadores and potentially. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we're going to reach the final this year. I think, like I said, I said it in the episode before last when we won the league. Yeah, I'm mentioning it again. And what? I'm pretty sure I mentioned in that episode that we would be up against probably Sao Paulo if we win this tie, and that seems a bridge too far right now. I think we'll see anyway. Let's see how we get on. First 10 minutes into the game, not a lot happening. We can see Aguirre scored for Flamengo, which is not our one, which is a shame. It's a chance for Mineiro at the corner, though. Gets a ball in. That's in. I feel like that's in, but not called. Is offside, apparently. I don't really know how that's offside. How that's offside? Okay. All right. Well, that guy's. I mean, that's a harsh decision, seeing as they're claiming that he's interfered with play, but I'm not complaining at all. That's very odd. Anyway, we're not really offering much going forwards at the moment. Seem to be doing a lot of defending more than anything. Nederland's been completely skinned, and that shouldn't be going in. That should not be going in. Batalla's had an absolute howler there. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy has absolutely hammered it in. But I think, yeah, work due for Nederland. He went too far forward too early, gone round him, and I mean, he's absolutely belted that in. But yeah, not the best first sort of 25, 30 minutes or so, I've got to be honest. Room for improvement for sure. One thing that does concern me is the fact that Varela's not really been scoring since we won the league. So I hope that's not going to be anything to worry about. It does concern me a little bit. I'm also very worried that Ferroni is going to get injured at some point because obviously he's our only registered left back that we have available, realistically speaking. So that does concern me. I am going to tell the boys I need to see something else in the second half because that wasn't really good enough. We've offered zero going forwards. We've done absolutely nothing. Oh, that's Aguirre that's injured. That's less than ideal. Atlante seems like the sensible choice to bring on there, seeing as he can play that. I know I've got Lucas Rodriguez, but I would probably say Atlante is the better player positioned for this potential foot injury. I wonder what that might be. Hopefully not a broken foot. That'd be less than ideal. Nora with a free kick then. Whips a ball in. Tries to get it into the box. Tries to get it towards Fernandez's head. He doesn't manage to. And Mineiro going on the counter there, but Belmonte sweeps that up very nicely. Plays it to Ferroni, who dinks it forward. Not really a sensible pass, that one, I'm not going to lie. I don't know who numbers. Belmonte, I think that was pushing forwards, but it drops to Fernandez on the clearance. He's going to keep running. Finds off a bit of space. Again, I don't really know what's going on. We're not don't seem to have that clinical edge, and that is Belmonte sent off. That makes things a lot more difficult because I don't really have. I suppose I could bring Baldi on and shift Bottomore back. Could I do that? I suppose the sensible thing to do is to bring off Bottomore, but rather than changing him to go there, we should probably bring on someone like Calcaterra who can play in the defensive midfield position. And then Nora can shift to become the box-to-box midfielder. That seems like the sensible decision to do. And then what we probably want to do is just drop back a little bit. I know it's a very, very negative decision, tactically speaking, but I think it's probably better that we do it like that. I don't want to be caught 4 or 5-0 down after the first leg and then leave ourselves with absolutely no chance going into the second leg. So let's at least try and shore things up now that we're down to 10 men. Also in the news, we were linked with the chance of getting the job at Independiente, which I thought was a little bit weird. Obviously, I completely refuted that because that would be a step down as it stands. But yeah, bit of a weird one. I am going to bring off Varela and bring on Ceballos because Varela, yeah, not really cutting the mustard at the moment. Need to have some stern words of him, I think, because yeah, not not fully enamoured with his play so far. I wonder if all the transfer speculations just put him off. I don't know. Yeah, if we can hold this to 1-0, then that's okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay. It's acceptable. Is the important bit. We'll see. Probably going to be 2-0 now I've said that, because this is going to go in. Ferreira the free kick on the edge of the box. Oh, comes off the post and Nederland clears. That was close, but considering we lost two of our key players to three of our key players to injury and suspension, this is not the worst result ever. As long as we don't concede now. Hell, if we go up the other end and get a goal, I'd be absolutely bloody chuffed. But I can't see that happening. So that was a terrible ball, and he's gone past Ferroni like he's not even there. Ferroni's managed to get back to it though, gets the ball in. Calcaterra there, lovely stuff from the defensive midfielder there. That'll do. Baldi's presumably going to be the player who's going to fit into that role instead of Belmonte in the next one. In the return leg, Ferroni, please don't give anything away. That's not ideal. We could have kept it. We've gone 2-0 down. Now we've got a tough game on our hands for the second leg. So we could be out of the cup before we even know it, which is less than ideal. I'm not going to tell them they were excellent because they weren't. Not going to lie. Less than ideal. On to the next one. Alrighty then, return leg time. Obviously 2-0 down from that. Before we get too far into that, we did manage to win our first league game of the season as reigning champions. We did not make it easy for ourselves. As you can see, Ceballos with a 92nd minute goal. We were not very good. I'm surprised we even got a win, to be honest. I thought we would have conceded, but somehow got away with it. Transfer-wise, we have had our 2 targets come into the club. So Andres Arieta and Alanzinho have both joined the club. The former of which, so Arieta, he is currently on international duty, so he's not with the club at the moment. But as you can see, he's looking so good. Those physicals, mentals looking pretty tidy. And obviously, importantly, loads of room to grow as well. As is the same with Alanzinho, who's coming obviously a significant amount cheaper. But as you see, I mean, those 2 there, and those 3, the dribbling, the first touch, the technique, I'm well up for here. Really looking forward to that, and hopefully that finishing will continue to improve as we move on as well. But a 6-foot winger, that's pretty good for me. I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, team for this game with neither of those 2 in, because as I mentioned before, we cannot introduce new players into our Copa Libertadores squad mid-round. We'll get the chance to do it if we get through against Sao Paulo, which is pretty much clear because they're winning 3-0 in their leg and they play the away game first. But the team we're going to put out for this one is going to be Batalla, Ferroni, Gratha, and Aguila, and Nederland are the back four as per normal. Andriozzi's still out injured, unfortunately. Nora and then Baldi obviously coming into play instead of Belmonte. He actually played the majority of the last game against Estudiantes. Didn't play particularly well, which leaves me with a little bit of cause for concern. But that's primarily just to get some match practice together. I am going to leave these two as these roles for now, so let Baldi kind of push forward a bit. I'll keep an eye on Nora though. If we need to get him running up and down, we can obviously do that if we need to. We have Lucas Rodriguez on the left-hand side, Baltimore in the middle, Fernandez on the right, with then Varela up top. So let's get into the game. Aguirre obviously still injured. He's out for the next 2 to 4 weeks with a something foot. Can't remember. So yeah, I've got to be honest with you boys and girls, I'm not particularly confident for this game. I think we might be bowing out of the Copa Libertadores quite quickly, which is a shame. But it does obviously mean we can go and focus on the league, I guess, and try and win the cup as well. That'd be nice to get another bit of silverware potentially. But yeah, let's go out here and let's see what we can do. Lots of green on the screen, always nice to see. Let's get out of there. We obviously only have 11 subs as well because of selection restrictions and team and players being injured, I can't put out a full squad, so we're 1 sub short and technically 2 subs short because Taborda is a goalkeeper. Like, he's not an outfield player. He's not going to come on and change the game in that respect. But anyway, Patella on the ball, plays it out to Gratha, to Ferroni. So play it forward to Rodriguez, who hasn't really offered too much so far. Nora plays a wonderful ball out to Fernandez, who again in that first game was shocking. Does get a ball in, doesn't manage to get too far, but drops back to him, goes past his man, takes a shot. Oh, it's just wide of the post. A goal that early could have changed everything. Obviously, a goal the other way, and it's curtains for this year's Libertadores. It has to be said. Go demand more. Really need to try and get an early goal here at some point if we can. Which it doesn't look particularly likely. Interesting point, Independiente did still offer me a job interview, which I politely declined. So that's not going to happen. Really not offering much going forwards against Mineiro in these games. I'm really worried. It's like the back four of one names. Very weird. Got Ivan, Jair, Deco, Lyanco. Odd. Oh, this is not going well. We're not offering anything going forwards. We've had the lion's share of shots, and now we're probably going to concede a goal. Oh, Batalla with the comfortable save, fortunately, at that stage. Really needed that. You go another goal down. Well, if we go a goal down, we've got to score 4, and I just don't see that happening in the space of 45 minutes. A goal here, though, and that opens things up. Fernandez to the ball in. Varela! Oh, it's been saved by the keeper. It was a lovely chance. The keeper's just about managed to get on the end of it, though. Baldi nearly managing to pick up the loose end. Oh, so close. Damn. That was a close one. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to ask for revenge again. I've got to do the same thing, haven't I, really? Damn, that was close. We've still got 45 minutes to do the, well, not to do the unthinkable. It's not unthinkable at this stage, but to score 2 goals. Nederland to Bottlemore from the throw. Back to Nederland there. Plays it inside to Baldi, then plays it back onto Nora. Plays it, lovely ball out to Ferroni. He's presumably going to try and whip a ball in. Doesn't. Goes back to Nora, back to him, to Rodriguez on the edge. Oh, he should have gone in. You've got to hit that lower. Ah. Rodriguez not playing well. Bottlemore not playing well. We're missing Riera. We really, really are. I hate to say it, but we are missing Riera massively at this stage, which is really annoying. We're going to have to make a change. Rodriguez just hasn't cut the mustard. It's going to be a fairly familiar change that you'd come to expect at this point, being the change to bring on Atlante into the inside forward role. I tried playing him on the right hand side in the last game after Fernandez and an absolute shocker on the right. Sorry, it just didn't work. Didn't work at all. Not doing much. Gonna have to push forward even more. We've got 15 minutes to score twice. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, but does seem unlikely. I don't really know what changes to make either. Ceballos scored in the last game. That's an option. Maybe I bring one of these guys up front now. Well, obviously not them, but you get the idea. So bring him in. We'll put him there. We'll put Naar into the centre. He can play as a box-to-box midfielder rather than there we go. He can play as a box-to-box midfielder rather than a playmaker. Ceballos can then come on up front. My last swing of the dice, roll of the dice is probably actually going to be Matías Reyes and bring him on instead of Bottlemore, just in case there's an option there. I'm hoping I don't need to get to that, but it's looking like we might have to. Just not offering anything going forwards. Just not a lot happening. Right, change is going to happen then. Giving it a few minutes. Bottlemore's not really played very well this afternoon, which is annoying. So we'll bring Reyes on. In fact, he can play as the attacking playmaker there, shifting forwards even further. And let's see if we can just get a couple of last-minute goals. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going out on a whimper, which is really, really disappointing. We should not play well enough across the two legs. I really feel like we again, obviously, I don't know anything about Mineiro. I know they're a decent enough team. I don't know who they are. I really think we should have been doing better than this, though. It's really disappointing. This gone out without even a shred of respect. I don't feel that was really disappointing. I can't stress that enough. I was really, really, really annoyed at that. We definitely should not have been playing that badly. We have got a bit of cash to show for it. Admittedly, not a huge amount. The club are pleased. I'm personally not. So there you go. Out in the second round. Not much you can say about that, is there? Anyway then, guys. Right, next episode we'll do... what game should we do for that one? We'll come back for the games against Boca Juniors and Quilmes, I think, early on in the league. Could get a bit of an idea as to how the league is panning out. But anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed that one, make sure you hit the like button. I personally didn't enjoy that one too much. I don't really think we offered very much, but there you go. Each their own. If you are new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you see all of the videos that we bring out over the next coming weeks, months and years. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What changes would you have made in the team to have improved that potentially? Be interested to know. But anyway, guys, that's all from me. My name's been David. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.